Hello everyone, welcome back. I don't even remember where Wolfgang was standing. Where was Wolfgang standing? Surely he was like right next to Damon holding his hand, right? But then there's not a lot of room for Eva to fit in. Interesting. Very interesting. I just noticed Diana's wearing heels as well. It was the same. The same elevator. Same slow churning of metal. And echoing sounds of clunky machinery. And yet, something was different. Someone was gone. But I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Someone who I never held in high regard. But it was still a person, nonetheless. A person with feelings. A person with aspirations. A person with a family. A person who I'll never hear speak again. Outside of your dreams. You're gonna dream about him for sure. Not a single word. We go down here. Gotcha, guys. Yo, it's me, Wolfgang. What up, Wolfgang? Got him. Looks at, points around to his like TikTok audience. Whoa, prank, bro. This was all just a big prank. Now we can go to school, guys. Am I ready for this? What was it I did during the investigation? Oh, fuck. Was I... never mind. I fucked up. What I did during the investigation the best I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I'm so jealous of Eva's hair. I wish I had Eva's hair. God, I would do anything to have Eva's hair. It's beautiful. I won't know until I do it. Until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith in the other people here. There's no way they'll come to the correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me. I just noticed as well, Eva's wearing the red Converse because she kins Vriska, guys. She kins Vriska Circuit. Confirmed. The elevator began to slow, snapping me back to reality. It's been slow. It's been... Oh, okay. I thought it was about to, like, start going. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall. The movement stopped completely. The doors in front of us opened.
Rise and shine.
What the fuck? What the shit was that? Bro, what the hell? What the hell kind of parody is this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why he's so small? Look at him. Oh, so cute, my ugly duple. Think he's smiling. Belly flop. What the hell? Somebody call an ambulance. I think I've got a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
It feels like only yesterday we were playing detective with the corpse of a crime scene. Why are you like this, dude? Why? My, how insouciant and chipper many of you used to be. Is that even a fucking word? I don't even know. After all that back and forth over a simple how-done-it mystery, I'm truly curious what today's trial will yield.
Yeah.
Just to remind myself, our names are on the podiums, right? Eager to start, are we? There's the camera angle. Yes, to find your podium, just look for where your name is written.
The show.
Come on now, hop to it. I'm so excited I can barely wait a second longer. Come on now, hop to her. Come on, man. I really don't want to do this.
Oh, Christ.
We gotta do as he says, though. Otherwise, that enforcer lady might have get mad. Knowing we were powerless to disobey Tosu, we began to disperse and look at our podiums.
Hey,
It's okay, everyone. If we work together, we can do this.
we can't give up.
Right, guys? If we work together, we can solve this case. If everyone here works together and the killer just tells us who they are. So, come on, let's do this for Wolfgang. Although her words elicited nods from the other students, the expressions on their faces told a different story. It was an expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over. In a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings. Facts don't care about your freaking feelings. An expression of unmistakable fear. Here we go. For days now, I've been angry over the mock trial. Fuck. Angry at how much people resented me for telling the truth, and how they twisted my words and assumed my intentions. I'm angry, but that didn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. Reality was apathetic to what we wanted, and at the events of today, the events of today proved we were at its mercy. Look at him. He's so happy. He's so happy with himself. So I stood there at my podium, conflicted. To think this tragedy could have been avoided if people just listened to me. But who was it that encouraged everyone to turn on me? Who was it that encouraged everyone to trust each other? If Wolfgang hadn't been so naive, if he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself be consumed by the what-ifs. Although the others may have failed at preventing Wolfgang's murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. I'll uncover this killer. Let them face the consequences of their actions. I'll solve this case and survive. I wonder if they're going to do the unique X's like they had in, I think, in 2 and 3. I think it started in 2, right? I don't want to say, but just in case, just somehow, if someone here hasn't played a Danganronpa game, I won't say. But I remember a particular person having a, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? free slot 7. Yay, woo! Drinking time. Yippee! All right. Truth bullets, please. Fuck, there's so many. No, there's so many. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, I had like 4 or 5 the first time. Okay, I'm gonna read through all of this. And I know it's probably not going to help me, and it's probably going to be very boring for you, but I'm going to read through all of this, and we're going to do it together, okay? So everybody, class, please pay attention. At the time of Wolfgang's murder, Winona and Ulysses were by the giant tree. Winona does not recall a blackout happening. The same goes for Eloise, who spent her morning in the courtyard of Desmond. So, okay, I don't believe... So let's clear some suspects. Winona, Ulysses, Eloise, Desmond. Toshiko, Grace, Ingrid... Desmond, I'll throw in Desmond for good measure, sure. Wolfgang probably didn't kill himself. I don't think it was Kai, which only leaves like 4 people, right? Eva, Jet, Mark, and Jean, and probably someone else that I'm forgetting, and Diana, but I don't think it was Diana either. So it was one of those 4. I really think it was Eva, but I really don't want it to be Eva, but I really think it was Eva. I really think it was Eva. Oh, I really think it was Eva. Fuck, I hope it's not Eva. Anyway. Blah, blah. Blood spots. Drops of blood were scattered around the ballroom door. They were also scattered in the outside hallway. Interesting. The doorknob has been flipped, so the lock is now on the outside. That was a weird one. For sure. That was a funky one. That was a funky monkey, especially because it wasn't even locked. Why would they do that? Why would they do that, and how? There were burn marks all over Wolfgang's hands. Digital clock on Mark's DJ pad is frozen at 9:35 a.m. Mark believes the blackout caused some kind of internal damage to his DJ pad, and the clock is frozen at the time this display lasts. Okay, extension cord. A tattered extension cord floating in the water. There was no internal plug, only a frayed tip lined with a black substance. A frayed tip lined with a black substance, you say? A collection of similar-looking extension cords were discovered in storage closet D. These ones were fully intact, and the internal plugs were particularly slim. Does that have anything to do with it, or are you just pointing out that the things you like into your penis are very slim compared to your penis? When Kai and I were exploring storage closet C, we heard someone run past the closet. The footsteps sounded like they were moving away from the boiler room. Based on how soft the footsteps were, it could be inferred the person was not wearing shoes. God, I wish I saw them then. Fuck. The game tournament began at 9 a.m. and was attended by 8 people. Of those 8, 6 completed in the tournament. Kai, me, you know, that's not where your name goes. You go at the end, and myself, and I. Something like that. Kai, me, Jet, Cassidy, Jean, and Grace. The first match was in myself and Kai, but our game was cut short by the blackout. Okay. Half the generator's wires were melted, and what remained intact had been completely singed. It's like a bomb went off inside the machine. Someone made duty. Someone made poo-poo. Can you read one of these in Nagito's voice? I need to mix up. Wolfgang was going to attend the tournament with Grace, but had to cancel this morning after waking up with a sore stomach. He encouraged Grace to attend the tournament with John instead. Knife. A knife found flow. I'll do. All right, we're back to. I can't even remember how to do his voice. Come back to bed, Makoto. A knife found floating in the water. On the blade and on the surrounding water was the unmistakable color of blood. While inspecting the kitchen, I discovered a knife block inside one of the cabinets. This block just so happens to be missing a large knife. That's Byakuya Togami right there. Byakuya Togami. Go back to bed, Makoto. I can't do Kokichi's voice. What the fuck does Kokichi sound like? The air in the blood smell like chunks of an unidentified material were floating in the water near the generator. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. A dusty rolling pin discovered inside storage closet A. On one end is a small dent, and on the other, 2 very clear handprints. Nice, bro. The underground floor has 4 storage closets. During the blackout, the tournament attendees who were searching for a backup generator agreed to enter those closets in pairs. Eva and Grace entered, blah, 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 blah. Don't care. Do not care. Do not give a shit. Go fuck yourself. Sus note. A note discovered inside Wolfgang's blazer pocket. The paper was damaged by the water, smudging most of the ink beyond repair readability. However, a few words can be made out at the bottom of the note. Secret, 8:15 a.m., and close the door. So there was some kind of chemical reaction in the room. But this is at 8:15 a.m. So he would have been there for an hour before the murder happened. But he only died at 9:30. So what the fuck was going on for the hour and 15 minutes before that? Or hour 20 minutes before that? Taser gun fence into crime. A small thin piece of metal discovered near the boiler room door. So I feel like this was used to pick the lock. I think that's what that was used for. It's a bobby pin. It's a bobby pin, isn't it, buff? Because I thought like maybe they locked him inside. Or is it? Whatever. I thought maybe they locked him inside, but like he died at 9:30, so he was there for an hour and 20 minutes before he died. Yeah, they just beat the shit out of him from down there. Toshiko left the dorms before 8 a.m. to fetch Ingrid some medication from the pharmacy. On her way back, she briefly encountered Wolfgang in the hallway. Ingrid overheard bits and pieces of Toshiko and Wolfgang's conversation from her room. She's fairly confident the encounter happened around 8:10 a.m. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, your mom came in. Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, Ingrid and Toshiko are hard clear. They're completely hard clear. They med-base scanned each other. They know they're good. 8:10 a.m. So that's right before we went down there, presumably. The victim is Wolfgang here, the ultimate lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He's kneeling in the water and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform, and his estimated time of death 9:35 a.m. A huge discolored mark ran down the back of Wolfgang's neck. Was this the first time of decomposition? Stupid suggestion, Eva. You are supposed to be smart. That was so fucking dumb. Or was it a bruise left by something? Yes, obviously that one. Next to the discoloration on Wolfgang's neck was a tiny red dot, the skin around which looked inflamed. There was no scabbing, however, which suggests the dot appeared recently. Okay. I think he was tased. Like, I think he was tased in the neck, and then someone reset the taser to make it look like it wasn't used. But we'll see when Desmond talks to us. But I think that the dot on his neck was him getting tased. Then I guess he probably passed out, and they brought him down here for some reason. Oh, you know what? The person running away. I bet he was in there for ages, and the person ran away when they knew it was like safe to go because the door was locked until then. So I bet they unlocked the door and just fucking booked it out of there. Probably, maybe. But I don't know, because my running theory right now is that whoever ran away was not actually the murderer and was just someone else who was like fucking around for whatever reason. Because all of my suspects are in pairs in the rooms. It wasn't Kai because I was with him. Probably wasn't Kai either. Yeah, but because he died fucking from up there, so he died from the electrical shit happening, so it was probably just fucking Eva pushing a button on her DS and making the thing blow up. Go type in the nuclear launch nodes into Flipnote Studio. Launch codes, Jesus Christ. Alright, that's everything. Let me look at my presents real quick. No. Oh, God. Shit. Oops. You're not the Blacken, so what's You're not the You're not the Black You're not the Blackens. You're Hold on. You're not the You're not the Blacken, so what's your excuse for the N-word? Hey guys, new day, same go time. Yeah. Wow, I do this for a living? I actually make money doing this? This is actually how I pay my bills? What? How am I a professional full-time YouTuber? What the hell? How do I make so much money from this?
Let's get this started, shall we?
For a second, I thought he wasn't going to voice that, and I was going to flip my shit.
Welcome back to the trial grounds, everyone. Unlike previously, today will be no circus. No mockery woven with stitches and needles.
Oh, I want a circus.
Fair and proper trial will commence. A battle of wits between the blackened and the spotless.
I feel like they haven't said the word blackened before now. They just kept saying killer.
I doubt I have to explain the rules to you again.
Skinny bitches, look at them.
But you
Oh,
must
shit.
vote for who you believe is the blackened.
He just has a normal X.
If the blackened receives the majority of votes, only they will be punished, and the rest of you will resume your killing game experience.
Tozu, stop doing this ASMR, like licking my ear voice.
If you vote for the wrong person,
Look at Kai, man. He's just so pleased with himself.
then expect no sympathy from your hosts. All spotless students will meet a tragic end, while the blackened will be granted release from this academy. Happy discussing! We pray for your survival and success.
Yeah, his voice is really growing on me. He just has a normal X. I maybe thought there was going to be like quills or like penises or like Grace's boobies crossed across each other, but no, it's just a normal X.
Can someone please break this silence?
I skim read that and I thought it's like, can someone please explain what we're supposed to do? Like he just wasn't paying attention.
I don't want to talk about this.
Classic Mark.
Wolfgang deserves justice, but putting everyone's lives on the line like this is just cruel.
Oh, crap. Without a lawyer, we're totally screwed.
Whenever I turn my head, I keep expecting to see him at his podium.
That's whenever I turn my head in real life, I keep expecting to see his 6'2" looming form standing in the shadows to just like fade away into nothingness. Like every single time I turn my head, that's what I see.
Oh, don't cry, Toshiko. He's
Toshiko. Don't cry, Toshiko.
Whichever one of you sick bastards did this, whatever it takes, no matter if I have to kick the brains out of every single person here, I'll find you.
I swear, Grace's accent keeps changing, and I know I'm voicing her in the same inconsistent way, but
Do you really gotta resort to violence?
yeah, get him, Jet.
Let's just stay calm, okay? Making peace with our situation is, the first step in handling it.
Yep.
How the hell can I stay calm when there's a killer on the loose? That bastard is watching us right now, fully content putting our lives on the line. Is that what you call peace? Being at the mercy of some dickhead silent observer?
Grace is so hard. There goes.
Well,
Yes, I'm gonna get away with it, guys.
who knows for sure if the killer is even a silent observer.
Uh-huh.
Are you throwing sauce on Grace right now?
If anything, the killer might try to feign innocence through other means. For instance, pretending to be outspoken about the case.
Oh my god, this is some Among Us shit. Huh?
What the? Are you accusing me of something?
I mean, what you did during the investigation seems really suspicious.
Did you get a lobotomy between the last trial and now? Why are you so cold?
What did Grace do?
She stood in front of Wolfgang's dorm room and wouldn't let anyone go inside.
Yeah, because her fucking pussy juice was all over the sheets. What the hell?
It really hindered our investigation.
She was fucking in that room.
Almost everyone who planned to investigate Wolfgang's dorm gave up and went elsewhere. It was only after some of us started protesting that she finally relented. You know, for someone who seems so adamant about finding Wolfgang's killer, it's odd she tried to conceal potential evidence.
Yeah, because Wolfgang was a lady killer. She didn't want him to get executed.
I'm not saying Grace is definitely the killer. I just think we should be cautious of her.
You should be cautious of my fist going through your head and out the back of your skull.
She has an alibi, though.
Sorry, I don't usually treat women that way.
Huh?
Grace couldn't have murdered anyone, because she went to the game tournament.
Grace attended the tournament?
Yeah, now you're fucked, Eloise, because the killer definitely wasn't at the tournament.
Well, yeah. We had to be at the dining hall by 9 a.m.-ish, which was like half an hour before the murder. Nobody left the tournament after it started either. Nobody I know of, anyway.
Kai, he grew up. Kai grew up. Kai's balls dropped since the last trial.
Weren't many of us there. Had someone disappeared, it would have been obvious.
So, Grace is off the hook? Wow. That plot thread resolved itself quicker than I was anticipating.
No, guys, there's a vent that leads straight in. Someone vented from calf into electrical, killed Wolfgang, and then vented back.
So Jean, Grace, and Kai attended Cassidy and Jet's game tournament. And me. And Mark.
Yeah, I forgot about him too, Ulysses, don't worry.
And I also attended the tournament. We can also vouch for Grace.
Will you marry me, Eva?
You guys aren't lying, are you?
Oh, shit! He's on to us, guys. Lying? About Grace?
What the heck? Are you seriously doubting 8 testimonies?
8 testimonies. That's the number of sides hexagon, pentagon, octagon has.
If the 8 of you were really together when Wolfgang was discovered, then Kai, doesn't that contradict what you said before the investigation?
Oh, he's got that. He's like showing off his font right now. Look at that shit. That's a good font.
You told everyone you and Damon found Wolfgang first. How is that possible if you guys never left the dining hall?
Have you been listening, Desmond? Was I the only one who fucking got testimonies? Like, there was a little murder. Come on, man. What happened here? Damon and me, we found him like this.
I never said I didn't leave the dining hall.
But earlier you told us you were with the other attendees.
That's because us partygoers left the dining hall together.
Mm-hmm. When the blackout struck, the tournament folk joined arms and headed straight downstairs.
Tournament folk joined arms.
I would know. I saw him.
Checking out all of our asses on the way past.
Was a blackout?
Hey, did you have night vision goggles, perhaps?
You don't remember?
Ingrid, did you have night vision goggles?
I don't recall a power outage either.
Look at that thing!
Sorry for my coughs, by the way.
Converge with ours?
Yep, you got it, Cassidy. Why is it that some people can recall a blackout but not others? Thinking back on the testimonies I've collected, I can probably make an educated guess. Here we go! Damon, why are you asleep, honey?
I got it.
Blackout affected no buildings.
The reason not everyone experienced a blackout is because only the building containing our dorms was affected.
Look at Tozu in the background, he's so happy. I'm playing with my hair.
The yard and tree area are connected to separate power sources.
Like Remy Tattooey.
So the tournament attendees were affected, yet they left the dining hall? Why not stay put until the power returned?
Because we were the ones who brought it back. It didn't seem like the power was being restored anytime soon, so we took up the challenge of fixing it ourselves. And just our luck, boom! We found a spare generator lying in one of the storage closets. Of course, then we found Wolfgang.
She's right. The 8 of us split into 4 pairs and inspected a storage room each.
Because of the Tosu trinket map, we know which ones too. Eva and Grace check storage closet A. Jet and I check storage closet B.
So, my top susses right now are... Oh, what the hell? My top susses right now are Eva and Jet. And I don't want it to be either of them. I feel like it's going to be Eva, and I feel it's going to break my heart. And I'm sorry for cutting in, by the way. But storage closet B is the one that has the generator in it, which Jet would know that it was in there. And Jet was like, hey, I want to go in there. Because Jet would know in the case that he went down. And also there was that material that looked like one of Jet's jumpsuits down there.
Damon and Kai check storage closet C, and Jean and Mark check storage closet D.
Also, Jet is has like a rubber suit on, so he would be fucking like lightning resistant.
Yeah.
He's got the full set bonus.
She can confirm being with me too. Yeah, we were together.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry for what I said earlier.
It's okay, you can make up to us by not speaking ever again.
You're sorry for accusing me of murder.
Shoot her in the head, you can't get killed for it now.
Sorry doesn't count,
Whoa!
you conniving two-faced bitch. If you really want my mercy, then get on your knees and beg for it.
Can you ask me that, Chris? Just hypothetically.
Whoa! Uncool, dude.
Yeah, Jet is way too level-headed to not be a serial killer, guys.
Hang on. Even if you aren't involved in Wolfgang's murder, you must know something about his last known whereabouts.
Hold on, wait, shit, where's my glove? Never mind, I'll look for the glove. You guys can speak while I look for the glove.
What makes you think she'd be privy to that?
There we go.
See, there's proof Grace spent last night with Wolfgang.
I thought Wolfgang was a drag king. I didn't want anyone coming from a drag crowd.
Grace and Loya Man? Talk about an unexpected pairing.
When I investigated Wolfgang's room, I saw a bunch of golfing equipment inside. Also, there was a blue woman's jacket tossed over the mantle of Wolfgang's bed.
That wasn't golfing equipment, man. That was fucking BDSM equipment. It was like a cat of nine tails.
He's right. I also saw the equipment and the clothes.
And the lack of clothes.
Are understandable, maybe. But why was golfing equipment in the room?
Because he was putting his balls in her holes.
Yo, little history dude. Wolfgang must have spilt the beans with you, right?
Oh, he spilt his beans, right? All right. He spilt them all over Grace.
Why would Ulysses know anything?
Common courtesy. If you're gonna have a one-night stand, you gotta let your roomie know in advance.
Common courtesy also says you should watch your mouth around children.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I'm getting this right, Ulysses is bunking with Wolfgang?
Well, we only shared a dorm for one night.
Yeah, and he knocked him up and moved on. And scumbag Wolfgang.
Let me provide some context. As you may remember, after Desmond suggested everyone bunk together, the male students were directed to the dining hall. Once there, we played rock, paper, scissors to determine who would partner with who. Jet partnered with Mark, Desmond with Jean, Damon with Kai, and I with Wolfgang. Those were the pairings at the time. However, the following day, Grace and I agreed to swap rooms.
Yeah? Why'd you do that?
For reasons.
Yeah, Grace wanted some of the Wolfgang cock. He wanted some of his red rocket.
It was a win-win situation. I get Grace out of my hair. She gets me out of hers.
Whoa.
You two were originally bunking together?
The pairings were decided via a game of tic-tac-toe.
Wow, you guys all seem really unhappy with who you were paired with. If only there was like a person here whose entire ultimate was pairing people together.
I wasn't big on
Who offered to pair everyone together and you all said no.
So when the opportunity arose to change that, I took it.
I would even go so far as to say Wolfgang would still be alive right now if we let Tusha go and do all the work.
And Grace became Wolfgang's.
Well, no, I got stuck with Kai.
I watched the whole thing play
Which was maybe destiny, because we did fall asleep in each other's arms.
Since the room swap happened the night after we implemented the bunk buddy system, that would mean Grace and Wolfgang have been bunking for about a day and a half. Ugh, gross.
In that case, Desmond was right about those two.
Ah, gross. Heterosexual intercourse. Ugh.
Grace, did Wolfgang act strange at any point? Like,
Oh, he was strange, alright.
Maybe he said something that stuck out to you, or
Something stuck out, alright.
maybe had trouble getting to sleep.
Oh, yeah, he did.
No. Nothing weird happened last night.
Yeah, riding his meat stick is totally normal.
Last night, but
Don't even get her started on the butt stuff.
the morning of the murder, this morning, Wolfgang told me he felt sick.
Yeah, because he was 3 months into his pregnancy from you.
Sick? With a stomach ache. It hurt so bad he couldn't get out of bed. I was gonna cancel my plans for today, but he convinced me to attend the tournament.
His belly was full of gummies. Sorry.
I left his room right after the morning announcement. And yes, I'm talking about the game tournament. The same one Wolfgang acted all hesitant about attending. Newsflash, I changed his mind after breakfast yesterday.
Hold on a sec. That ain't what you told me this morning.
Kill her. She's dead.
What did Grace tell you?
Simply put, she felt like competing. Grace knew I planned to compete as well, so she asked me to be her sparring partner, since you needed one to enter the tournament.
The faces of the girls on either side of him. God.
Aye, that she did. Of course, since I now know Wolfgang's condition at the time, I can't say I blame her. If someone you cared for was in a vulnerable position, would you go around and admit that in a killing game? No. You would try to protect that person by saying nothing at all.
When you put it that way, man, sounds rough.
It was rough, alright.
I think it's obtuse.
Huh?
Say we assume the best of Grace. She withheld information not to trick anyone, but to protect someone she cares about.
Damon, close your fucking mouth. You look like such a fucking jungoid. Close it.
Then should we make up the glaring contradiction in her testimony?
Uh-oh, non-stop battle, non-stop speech.
What the hell do you mean, contradiction?
Game over time.
If your bunking partner was too ill to make the short trek to the dining hall, how did he walk all the way to the boiler room?
Good point. If Wolfgang really were bedridden, he would have stayed in his room.
Now that you mention it, to reach the underground floor, wouldn't Wolfgang need to descend, like, 4 flights of stairs?
Kai, you know how to count.
It's nothing for a healthy person, but for a guy who's supposedly really sick.
It's not my fault it doesn't make sense. It's just what Wolfgang told me.
Yeah. Didn't we decide Grace wasn't the killer anyway?
Correct, correct.
That's not to say she doesn't know more than she's letting on.
Correct.
I'm not withholding anything else. Leave me alone.
Incorrect. Tell us. How big is dick? Tell us. We didn't check. We looked at his body, but we didn't take his pants off.
Is there more to the story than Grace is telling us? Too many people are letting their emotions cloud their judgment. I need to solve this mystery and set things straight.
Oh, it's been set straight already, thanks to fucking Grace and Wolfgang. Okay, hold on. Let me take some time here. Game tournament timeline, storage closet, blood spots, Tochiko's fetch quest.
Why don't you tell
Boom.
everyone the truth, Grace?
Sorry, I'm doing this. Okay. Game tournament timeline. Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up because it's super difficult mode, so I can't goof. Okay, you know what? No, I'll just listen to it all the way through once.
I've got nothing else to explain. The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
Shut up.
We would have found those by now.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
That, or Wolfgang never told Grace he was sick.
I think it's this one, Toshiko's fetch quest? No. No. Sorry. It was the carried by the killer with the Toshiko's fetch quest. Okay.
There's a major discrepancy in Grace's testimony, but is she necessarily at fault for that?
Can I press... You can't reread the dialogue? That is fucked up. Okay, hold on. Toshiko's fetch quest is... not what I'm thinking, is it? Toshiko's fetch quest, where is it? Toshiko left the dorms before 8 a.m. to fetch Ingrid some medication from the pharmacy. On her way back, she was briefly encountered by Wolfgang in the hallway. Ingrid overheard bits and pieces of Toshiko and Wolfgang's conversation. She's fairly confident the encounter happened around 8:10 a.m. Okay, then it's not this. Didn't she say that she saw Wolfgang go that direction? Right? It's not written there, but it's a thing that's offered to me. Okay, hold on. Let me reread my things. Tozu tablet number 2. Ah, fuck. God fucking damn it. Fucking damn it. No, I don't want to get a game over. I do not want to get a game over. I'm not getting a game over. I'm not getting a game over. I'm going to do it. It's not this. Game tournament timeline. Shh. Be quiet. Toshiko's fetch quest. It's Toshiko's fetch quest.
Okay, hear me out. Secret
Shut up.
hallways.
We would have found those by now.
It's got to be this one.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried.
It's got to be this one. Yeah, baby! No game over for me. No, that's wrong.
Right.
It's true Grace's testimony is inconsistent with where we found Wolfgang's body. But that's not Grace's fault.
Are you recording this on an iPhone, David? Why do you sound like that?
The only person we should be blaming is Wolfgang himself.
What the heck? Why are you blaming him?
Simple. Because he lied about being sick.
Seriously?
I have no mercy for straight people.
You can cooperate. Can't you, Toshiko? During the investigation, you told me you saw Wolfgang in the hallways at 8:10 a.m.
That's after I left.
Yes, I remember now.
Why are you acting so sus, Toshiko?
Ingrid.
Toshiko.
I developed a headache, so I went to the pharmacy to find some medication. The trip itself went fine, but when I returned to the hallway, I found myself face to face with
a hash-slinging slasher.
Hold the phone. Toshiko actually saw Wolfgang?
We had a
Did you get an
normal,
autograph?
pleasant exchange. He appeared perfectly healthy and even mentioned going to the tournament. Of course, he never made it.
I don't want to be that guy, but can anyone confirm this?
Mm-hmm. I heard them chatting a while in my room. Though I was bedridden like a sitting ghost, I could still make out their voices here and there.
Strange. He told Grace he wouldn't attend the tournament, but then said the opposite to Toshiko.
Sounds like he was telling fibs to conceal his
Ooh, busting out the fibs. How on it?
What's his true plan supposed to be?
To go
Getting
to the
killed.
boiler room. Most likely.
I'm lost. What business would a guy like him have down there?
Why did Wolfgang go to the boiler room? That I can also answer.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Da-da-da-da-da. Where's the note? There it is. Sus note. Yes.
This is it.
This is it, he said calmly.
During the investigation, I found this note tucked away inside Wolfgang's blazer pocket. A lot of it is water damaged. The paper looks like it was ripped from a notebook, and the handwriting was done in ink, but some parts are still legible.
Secret, 8:15 a.m. Boiler room. Close the door!
This mentions the boiler room.
Exactly. The fact we found Wolfgang in the boiler room, and this note in his pocket.
If I was the killer, I would so easily get away with this. These fuckers did not try at all. Like, if I was Damon after this, I'd be like, okay, Eva just got executed. She was the only person I like in here. I guess I'm just gonna fucking kill, like, I don't know, I'm gonna kill, like, Mark or something, and they will never figure it out because I'm the only person here who actually tries.
It can't be a coincidence. This note must be the reason Wolfgang went there.
You could just forge evidence at that point and they'd all believe you.
Mention of a secret sure is suspicious. I'm willing to bet Wolfie's reason had something to do with it.
Did you just take some fucking melatonin gummies? Why do you sound so sleepy, Ingrid?
A stranger in some spooky dark place? Wolfgang had nerves of steel.
Ulysses, Grace, do you remember Wolfgang getting delivered a weird note?
No. The only time I recall him receiving anything was when Tozy distributed those envelopes.
I don't know anything about a note.
Really?
What about the love note that you gave him?
With you guys?
The love letter.
Guess he didn't want them to know what it said.
Right. And if Wolfgang wanted to keep this note a secret, he would obviously want to keep the meeting a secret too.
Then the reason he told Grace he felt sick
was to remove her from the picture. Yeah, once she's not in the room, Wolfgang has his opportunity to sneak out and head downstairs.
He already got his hold at that point. He doesn't need her anymore.
Tournament.
Scumbag Wolfgang.
Didn't the same guy ask us to share our blackmail with each other? Talk about double standards.
Are we sure he wasn't just trying to protect Grace? Maybe he knew he was meeting someone dangerous, so he thought it would be safer not to involve her.
That does sound like something Wolfgang would do.
Not to interrupt, but...
Flappy Bird is back on the App Store, guys. Quick, you gotta download
On
it.
the subject of blackmail, did Wolfgang ever confront the person he had?
Oh? You don't know whose blackmail he got?
Well, if you recall what Wolfgang said originally.
For that reason, I implore you all to speak with the person whose blackmail you have, and them only. Even if the contents of the envelope seem horrible, give the person a chance to explain themselves.
Regardless of the blackmail's contents, it would be treated as a matter between the recipient and the subject of the blackmail, and no one else. Which makes me wonder, could whether or not Wolfgang confronted his person clue us into what had originally been written on that note?
Alright, so Damon, you gotta kill either Ulysses or Winona after this, okay?
If that person somehow realized Wolfgang carried their blackmail, but never came forward about it, they could have demanded Wolfgang show it to them, hence the mention of a secret. However, if Wolfgang did confront his person, I don't see why that same person would then send him a threatening note. Not least act coy about information they both know.
If the person being blackmailed wasn't the one who wrote the note, who was?
Obviously, it would be the student with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Shit, she's figured it out. She's figured it out.
I knew that.
Yes.
Yep, you knew
the
that.
secret in question may actually be a reference to Wolfgang's blackmail, not the sender's.
Is there any way to figure out who...
Damon, close your mouth, dude.
We'd probably need to know whose blackmail Wolfgang had first.
Oh, I've got just the idea.
Yeah, let's just all say what we got.
Yo, person who Wolfgang had blackmail on. If he gave you your blackmail back, can you say something?
We should all just say who we had.
Don't forget the person.
Go around in a circle.
Wolfgang's blackmail.
Oh, right. Hey, person who's got Wolfgang's blackmail. If you're innocent, say something already.
He's not innocent, guys. If I'm innocent, I should say something. Wouldn't telling everyone I have Wolfgang's blackmail really guarantee my innocence in their eyes? I don't know. Although everyone may follow my direction during the trial, since they can't ignore the evidence on my side. When it comes to me, of all people owning Wolfgang's blackmail, how do I know they won't suddenly change their tune? They might chastise me for not revealing his blackmail sooner, or maybe they'll think I'm confessing and accuse me of murdering him. I mean, you did just wait like 30 seconds after she said, if you're innocent, say something. It's not like I wouldn't be able to refute their arguments, but do I really want to subject myself to all that? Does the trajectory of this trial really depend on whether or not
I was hesitant to admit it, since I knew it would put me on the spot. But I'd rather be suspected than be the reason this trial comes to a standstill.
Interesting. Huh?
Are you confessing? Do you have Wolfgang's blackmail?
Does he have yours, or did you also get his?
Not his.
Okay.
Seriously? Way to be anticlimactic.
Out on the sea, we like to call that trolling.
However, it's thanks to him that I have my own.
Your own?
No secret about the size of my penis.
Same day, everyone received an envelope. Funnily enough, it happened right after I'd finished speaking with my own person.
Damon's gonna get so hard when he comes out with that info now. He's waiting way too long.
We had a good talk. He gave me his envelope and asked me to take care of it, if you need the proof.
Ah, Wolfgang's envelope had the same signature.
I held on to the letter for safekeeping. This should have all been said sooner. I realized that. I suppose my pride was stronger than my rectitude. My mistake for stringing everyone along.
It's okay, Jean.
I mean, at least you're honest.
Yeah, unlike Damon.
Truth. Thanks for letting us know, bud.
Thanks for letting us know. Unlike that sociopath who got Wolfgang's blackmail and didn't tell us.
Indeed. To acknowledge one's own misdoings is a most virtuous feat, I believe.
He didn't do anything wrong. The fuck are you guys talking about?
Right. It's very
Can you guys stop fucking bobbing up and down on Jean's cock? All he did was say, like, hey, Wolfgang gave me his. If I revealed my blackmail right now, would everyone here treat me the same? Would they be just as forgiving with this music?
Our other blackmail person isn't gonna step forward.
They must be guilty then, 100%.
If nothing happens, let's just have everyone recite whose blackmail they got one by one.
Say it, Damon.
You sure that's a good idea?
No one's reciting shit.
It was only a suggestion. Calm your farm.
We should do that if we want to survive, guys.
Even if we knew who had Wolfgang's blackmail, that doesn't necessarily mean they're his killer. It's annoying they won't speak up, sure.
Bro, David, what are you doing, bro?
John, they would actually need to reveal Wolfgang's blackmail to prove they have it. This person might just want to respect Wolfgang's request to keep the blackmail between two people, especially now that he's gone.
Actually, them not coming out might be the most noble thing they could do. They might actually be the coolest and smartest and most attractive person here.
I don't know. Is it really okay if we never find out?
Circumstantial evidence alone can't prove something beyond a reasonable doubt. If we want to solve this case, we need indisputable evidence.
I believe that the person who has Wolfgang's blackmail is smart enough to figure that out, unlike you.
Yeah. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle without the box art to help you.
The cases, or...
Obviously, the case. The more pieces you connect, the clearer the image you're constructing becomes. The clearer the image, the more you can assume about it. Do you see what I'm saying? Once we know how Wolfgang died, the rest of this case should fall into place.
You certainly talk a lot stranger than you used to, but I think I get it.
Well, I don't want to be the one to start, but...
Got you!
We can all agree Wolfgang was stabbed to death, right?
You're stupid as hell, Jet. You're a fucking idiot. Stabbed to death?
When I was in the boiler room, I saw a knife bobbing around in the water near him. And on the ground, there was blood. Dried blood. On the boiler room floor and on the hallway floor.
You got stabbed, Jet.
That's gotta be Wolfgang's blood, right?
The knife was bloody, so...
Seems like a brawl happened in the hallway. While poor
The brawlway.
Wolfie was minding his own business, he was confronted by the killer, who attacked him and chased him into the boiler room.
That would line up with how we found him.
Yeah, if you weren't paying attention, the killer stabbed Wolfgang in the hallway, then followed him to the boiler room? No, that's not what happened. I need to show everyone where they've gone wrong. Whee! Non-stop tomato! Wolfgang's body. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
I should listen to it all first. I'm sorry. I'm just so paranoid I'm gonna get game over again.
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Not just that, there's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind,
It's definitely not that. That's definitely wrong. But can I prove it?
And the rest is history.
With that knife-wielding villain on his tail, Wolfgang had no other place to run but the boiler room.
So, the killer entered the boiler room after him, which was when they, you know, ended it.
It all makes sense.
Whatever story they're trying to spin here, it's definitely not the truth. I can conclude as much from the crime scene.
Is this really how you
guys think Wolfgang died?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reread a couple of these. Wolfgang's hands, no. Knife. Knife, blah, blah, blah. On the blade, surrounding water. Unmistakable color of blood. Discovered in the boy. Like, can I not just say, hey guys, there wasn't a single stab wound on his body? We looked. Like, why is that not a? Why is that not an option? Damn, this music. It's so Danganronpa. Wolfgang's neck. Scattered around the boiler room door. Were these not dry? Did we not check if these were wet or dry? Doorknob isn't flipped so that blah blah blah. Burn marks blah blah blah. Okay, this is a tough one actually.
The bloody knife is
Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. It's not going to be storage closets.
right next to him.
It's not going to be storage closets. Nuh-uh. For there was nowhere else to run. Why would he run to a storage closet? It doesn't make any sense. Why can't I just say, hey guys, that's obviously incorrect? Why is that not an option? Those are tablet 2, blood spots, Wolfgang's hands.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
Oh, wait, what? You only get a 1.5 times the look? What the fuck? Damn it, I missed my chance. If I can't get anyone to listen to me, this case will never be solved. Am I losing it? The hell? You only get 1.5 playthrough? How the fuck are you supposed to do it then? That doesn't seem right. Whatever. It's okay, guys. I can still turn this debate around. I should change the difficulty. It's very overtuned, I think. Like, way overtuned. Okay, slowing down time counts as the same amount of time. No, it doesn't. Okay.
The confrontation must have happened
in those hallways.
No.
Nah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang.
This is just bullshit. I just know it's bullshit.
And the rest is history.
I don't know how to prove it.
Wielding villain on his tail. Wolfgang had no other place to run but the boiler.
Maybe this? I don't know. Nope. Okay.
Not feeling what you're dealing, bro.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! I need to rethink my approach. Give me a hint, Damon.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence.
Maybe his hands-on stabbed him, CC says.
Blood on the board.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him.
No.
That does not dispute the possibility of a confrontation.
I wasn't talking to you, Chico.
Damn it, she's right.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence.
A confrontation must have happened
in those hallways.
Yeah, it's not giving me the things that I want to throw at it. Like the fucking bruise on his neck and the... Okay.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The brain knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to it.
I wish Wolfgang's body was a was an option. It's not the Tozy tablet. It's not the Tozy tablet. There's nothing in it that's useful. Tozy tablet. Victim blah blah blah. Discovered in the boiler room, the underground floor. Kneeling over the water, his upper body slumped from the concrete platform. Estimated time of death 9:35 a.m. It doesn't say anything. What else? What else? What else? What else is offered to me here? Knife. No. On the blade and in the surrounding water was the unmistakable color of blood. I'm getting another game over here. Really? It was that? Okay. I'll take it, I guess.
Jet, you talk a lot about the knife and the bloodstains on the floor.
Not a lot about locking your lips to mine, sucking my tongue out of my mouth.
I gave him a glance. Nothing too deep.
I figured, had you taken the time to look at Wolfgang's back, you would have noticed a clear absence of stab wounds.
Okay, I guess Wolfgang's body wasn't even a thing in the...
None of the
it wasn't even a truth post.
Were the type to cause severe blood loss. Seriously. We went over the same thing with Cassidy during the mock trial. Couldn't you give Wolfgang the dignity of a proper investigation?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, it's not like I didn't try.
This is like a fucking, what's his name, Dark Viper AU playing Among Us. You guys ruined my life! I tried, this is my one day a week I get to play Among Us and you fuck it up!
It's just, this stuff doesn't come easy, you know? Nobody wakes up thinking they'll have to solve their buddy's murder later.
Then you should have committed it, Jet.
Isn't that exactly what you should be worrying about in a killing game?
Not everyone has the stomach for investigating. That's fine. That's why you got people like me to do the heavy lifting.
Jean needs to get killed as soon as possible. The most victim-coated, victim-pilled, victim-head.
I'll lay out his injuries. There were 2 marks on the back of his neck. A bruise and a tiny red dot.
And 2 big lip marks from when I smooched him.
His hands were burnt too, so 3 injuries in total.
And I broke his cock from pouncing on it.
I caught nothing else.
Burns, you say?
Junior high, my dear Wilson. The killer used a flamethrower.
These didn't look like normal burns. Not the sort
Can we
you
just...
get from a stove fire, or a hot iron, or a flamethrower, I suppose.
Can we just pretend that Cassidy did it so we can execute her?
Contradicting my theory outright? Jeez. So this is the thanks I get for vocalizing my thoughts?
I would thank you more if you stopped doing that.
Sorry, lass.
Yes, if I may add on to what John said, the burns actually bore a strong resemblance to what you might see in cases of corona paralysis.
Chiaro, huh?
Is that coronavirus?
Now this I know.
I did this to Wolfgang earlier today.
Paralysis. It's something which happens to lightning strike victims. Getting struck by lightning is like getting kicked by a horse.
Speed up, 1.25 times dialogue. Faster, go. Go, 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 go.
Some people will lose all feeling in their limbs for a few hours.
I was aware of lightning paralysis, but even I didn't know its official name. That's a nice head you've got on your shoulders.
Lots of people tend to overlook the importance of lightning safety, especially where I'm from.
Yeah, good job bringing that one up, Ingrid. Well done, Ingrid. Let's go, Ingrid solos. Ulysses just like, oh, come on, guys.
He once tried working out in the open during a thunderstorm. Pure luck's the only reason he lived to see the next day.
Thank God you're going to get killed eventually because...
Sorry to hear that and all, but what does lightning have to do with anything?
Thank you, Kai.
Well, if I had to guess...
Time for Damon to go to sleep and say.
It looked like a big old tree was drawn on Wolfie.
A big old tree. Yes, that's how I would describe the burns on Wolfgang.
So Wolfgang had lightning strike scars?
You guys are stupid as hell.
We're trapped inside a building, though. Lightning can't come from anywhere.
Wait, how did Kai become the straight man?
Could he not have been struck
Well, you know what I
before?
mean, like it's like straight man and like in terms of like his role. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Perhaps the deity decreed the glow of his altruism from their heavenly abode and felt him a threat.
I'm striking you with lightning, Doja Go.
Those burns were fresh. One look was all it took for me to know that. If he had these scars before, we would have noticed them anyway.
Jean's way too competent to survive
If those
a
marks
fucking
were
day in this
recently
place.
inflicted, wouldn't it mean Wolfgang somehow went outside?
You guys are so dumb.
Not necessarily. This is only something I thought of just now.
Really? It took you this long, Ulysses?
The reason Wolfgang sustained burns similar to that of lightning strike victims may be because whatever inflicted his burns was equivalent in damage to a lightning strike.
What the hell?
You saying there's something out here channeling the power of lightning?
Yeah, it was a drowned with the channeling titan.
Something equivalent to damage to a lightning strike. The idea sounded ridiculous, but when I think back to the boiler room and what was inside it... Right, if I take that object into consideration, Ulysses' theory starts to hold some weight.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus, I have to, like, click where it was? I mean, I guess it's this. Yeah.
This is it. Ulysses, since you write everything down, do you have a description of the boiler room in your notebook?
Yes, I do. Why?
Since some people here never investigated the crime scene, they probably aren't as familiar with the room as we are.
Obviously, I know everything about the room, so it's not for me, but for everyone who doesn't know, could you explain it again, please?
So, you should read out your description of it.
Sure. The boiler room consists of a small concrete platform surrounded by ankle-deep water. Throughout the room are boxes filled with various garbage, and in the back looks to be a generator, charred beyond belief. What you just heard is a brief summary of my notes.
That was really good. You should do an audiobook, Ulysses.
There's a generator inside the boiler room. Of all the things which could deal similar damage to a lightning strike, doesn't a generator sound the most likely?
I'll have to check the wiki. I don't know if they do the same at heart.
Did Ulysses say it was destroyed?
At the time of the investigation, sure. But it wasn't always destroyed. You probably don't remember.
Because
Back
you're
when you
stupid.
found the dummy, I mentioned something about the underground floor.
And no, by dummy, I don't mean all of you.
Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on. Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl?
The hell? I never even saw her.
Huh? You were there too, Bargain Bin?
Don't even.
And in his flashbacks, he like beats the shit out of Cassidy in the scene, like he fucking mauls her with his fists. But in the real world, he didn't because he's too meek and afraid.
There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up.
To be more specific, it was the boiler room I woke up inside. I hadn't been alone either. Ava was also there.
Ava? Ava? Ava?
I woke up first.
Okay, it wasn't a competition.
Yeah, she did.
Woke as always.
Ava.
Ava?
You agree the generator was in full
Ava?
working condition when we woke up, right?
Right.
So in the time since you woke up there, the generator was destroyed?
It's the only possibility. As for what destroyed the generator, well, it's hard to say for sure. My best guess would probably be...
Ava.
Don't waste my time.
Excuse me?
Two things.
You're not allowed to do that.
First, destroyed is overly.
Scrum debate me right now. Scrum debate me right now, Tozo. I gotta tear this bitch's nibble off.
Ulysses explained the state of the generator much better. Charred beyond belief. Second,
This is why you gotta kill her as soon as this trial's over.
where's your proof the generator inflicted those burns?
What are you talking about? The generator must be involved. It's near where Wolfgang is lying.
Did you think he got struck by lightning, Winona? Do you want to be fucking
Being
constructive?
within range of something counts as proof now, does it? Do you also consider happenstance as conclusive evidence?
You were talking a big game for someone in range of me kicking the shit out of them.
Standard shift, if so.
That's...
Damn it. She's trying to make me look like an idiot.
Every woman does this!
This is why I'm an incel. If I let this continue, the others might start to doubt me. I need to stop her before she veers the trial off track.
What the fuck? Ha! You thought you were the only one with an interjection animation? Think again. Sometimes a student will dislike your argument so much that they will initiate a one-on-one debate with you. We call this a rebuttal showdown. Oh lord. Cycle Truth Blades, Fast forward, swipe. Okay, so this is a... is this a thing? Was this a thing in Danganronpa? I don't remember, actually. Press the... okay, boom. Cycle truth blades, fire truth blades. Cycle truth blades, fire truth blades. Okay, I don't need Q them. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Fire truth blades. Oh, Lee Jesus. During a battle showdown, your opponent will fling a flurry of remarks at you, and it's your job to counter them. Use the WASD keys to slice through your opponent's argument. Naturally, you would slash in the direction of the button pressed. To slice diagonally, simply press 2 keys at the same time. Be sure to pay close attention to the shape, size, and position of your opponent's remarks, since those will clue you into what direction you should slice. Every time you strike white text, the green side of your screen will shift left to represent your argument succeeding. Likewise, every time you miss white text, the orange side of the screen will shift right to show that your opponent is winning. If you cut through enemy remarks, you will advance to the next stage. If you haven't, you'll retreat. If you're somewhere in the middle and your opponent will wrestle for control for a short round of cross swords. In order to gain the upper hand, you must rapidly left-click. Okay, I do remember this. Now to the meat of the duel, truth blades. Similar to non-stop debates, any suspected contradictions will be highlighted in gold. Hold down right-click to slice them apart with a truth blade. Of course, don't start sliding the second you see gold. Asses the validity of the remark and check you have the correct truth blade equipped. Now let's not keep Nona waiting any longer to battle. Oh, Lord. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to be like top high difficulty. I'm scared. Oh, I remember this so hard now, actually.
While the generator may look suspicious,
oh, God.
Consider the time frame we're working with.
Oh, little Jesus.
The only time you saw the generator in full working condition was on the day of our kidnapping.
Okay.
That gives us a period of almost 4 days, in which the generator might have been destroyed.
Okay, you're full of shit. DJ pad clock. Because DJ pad clock goes there. That's easy. Ooh, that was really easy. What the hell?
What about the blackout?
Oh, we don't even need to get it right.
It's impossible for the generator to cause the blackout. If it was already broken prior to the tournament.
What about the blackout? The building may very well have lost its power.
Okay.
At any point before or after.
I'll cut through those words.
How about you shut the fuck up? Break.
When the blackout happened, it froze a piece of equipment which had been set up for the game tournament. Mark's DJ pad.
He's gonna start crying. He fucking starts sobbing.
There's no physical clock inside the dining hall. A digital one has been built into Mark's pad. If you look at what time the digital clock is frozen on, it matches the time of death listed on the tablet. 9:35 a.m.
It's okay, Mark. It's okay.
Well, Mark, is this true?
There's no point in me saying anything when someone else has already said it better.
Just answer with a yes or no, will you?
Yes.
In any case, the matching times are too much of a coincidence. The destruction of the generator caused the blackout, and the blackout occurred at the time of the murder. There's no way the destruction of the generator was tied to Wolfgang's death.
The sprites in this game are so good. What the hell?
Suppose happened then?
I'm willing to bet the generator's destruction resulted in the boiler room's water becoming electrified.
Can you imagine being the Danganronpa artist and then seeing this game and seeing that they do your art style better than you? That'd be so disheartening. After like 3 games of doing Danganronpa.
Damon,
oh, oops.
you and I both know that's not true.
Hold on, let me check. Wolfgang was discovered kneeling in the water. We can read the blah blah blah, standing in the blah 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 blah.
Huh?
Did you forget? It's impossible for the water in the boiler room to play a role in Wolfgang's murder because it isn't even conductive.
It's not?
Cool font.
After Damon and I woke up in the boiler room, I wanted to investigate the flooded area. So I tested the water.
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Eva approach the pile of boxes and fetch out a light bulb. She put it in her mouth and bit down hard. Yummy, yummy. And then she took a shit in the water for some reason?
I even redid my test during the investigation, since Damon wasn't sure if he should touch Wolfgang's wet clothes.
Don't shit talk me, Eva. I'm gonna be protecting you here, even though you did this.
In both instances, I proved the water was safe to enter. To be honest, neither result really surprised me. Water will only act as a conductor if it makes contact with 2 separate energy sources.
All right, Poindexter.
The boiler room's generator is just one source.
If you're standing in the water,
that's what the taser's for.
Should be enough. Speaking from experience, large bodies of water are terrifying conductors during storms.
What experience is that, Sean? Please tell us about your sea tales.
And the surrounding miles are scorched.
But the generator is a slow, persistent source of electricity. It's not the same as a lightning strike.
Electricity is electricity. Doesn't matter how it manifests.
Oh, he's mansplaining so hard right now.
The reason you two avoided electrocution is because the generator's exposed wires aren't even touching the water. If they were, you would have been scorched right from the start.
Maybe when the generator was destroyed, some of the wiring fell into the water?
Nah.
Yes, that's right. Oh.
Even in its current sorry state, the generator's wires are nowhere near the water.
You know, except for the wire that we saw in the war.
It makes sense for the generator to pose a danger anyway. The point of the killing game is for the students to kill each other, not for the facility to kill the students. A feature of the building killing a student would be a meaningless death because you can't attribute a student killer to it.
As for
They stabbed
why
it.
the generator's been charred, sometimes electrical faults happen. Even my ship's engines have broken under particularly relentless storms.
Like, obviously, the generator by itself is not going to electrocute it, but if you, like, explode the generator, then yeah, it's going to probably electrocute it.
Caused Wolfgang's death. Then his murder is purely on the hosts, ain't it?
No, obviously not.
Of course. If we were responsible for his death, you lot wouldn't be here discussing it.
What? Is the generator really unrelated to the case? But the timing of the blackout, it's too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Okay, since we've ruled out the generator, what else could have electrocuted Wolfgang?
It mightn't be relevant, but I did see one other thing on the boiler room floor. A toy gun or something. At least, that's how it came across to me.
Not a toy gun, a taser gun.
A taser? I'll shoot electricity!
I'm not sure how the taser fits in with this case, though. It doesn't seem to have been used.
Nope. The taser was definitely used.
How so? I didn't catch any sort of string protruding from it.
Not all taser guns release a string when fired. Some are completely wireless.
Ooh, Wi-Fi, 5G.
For those types, you can tell they've been used if their blast doors are missing. Side note, blast doors are plastic panels which cover the muzzle of a taser. If a shot is fired, they pop clean
He's
off.
info dumping, guys. He's info dumping.
When I was investigating the crime scene, I found the taser gun in one spot and its blast doors in another. Speaks for itself, yeah?
And here I was.
Thanks for letting me talk about my special interest, guys.
Where the heck did a taser gun even come from? Last time I checked, there weren't any lying around in the storage closets.
Maybe Desmond had one in his room? Maybe one spawned in Desmond's room?
Maybe it belongs to someone here.
Who would have a taser here? Diana.
Huh?
Case closed.
Think about it for 1 second.
Mark, you're not supposed to be useful.
Everyone here has a dorm room which is themed around their talent. Mine's got DJ equipment. Jet's got car batteries. If that's what we have with our talents, what could someone with a dangerous talent have?
Are you talking about, like, knives and stuff?
Ty, you know we're talking about tasers. You were there. You were there. This is like 5 seconds ago.
What? Is there something on my face?
Yeah, there's a big goopy drop of sweat.
Forget this. The person I'm talking about is Desmond.
Huh? No way! You think the gun is Desmond's?
Yeah.
Hang on. You've got it all mixed up.
Jean, do you know anything about this? As Desmond's roommate, perhaps you spotted something inside his dorm.
Alas, we stayed in my I couldn't tell you if he had weapons.
Alas, we stayed at my abode. This guy needs to be dropped off a cliff, man. We can put an anvil on his head.
Did Desmond agree to bunk in Jean's dorm so Jean wouldn't see the weapons in his?
Listen, I get where you guys are coming from, but
If his room was unguarded, someone could just go in there.
that taser gun, it's not mine. I've never seen anything like it.
It was probably in the vault.
That's a lie.
A lie?
I can't believe the protagonist just knows that's wrong without my input.
His attempt to feign innocence won't fool me. Not when I know the truth.
I know the truth? I don't know the truth! It's his Desmond's blackmail.
I got it.
His charisma. His charisma is so good.
Photos you gave us. That's my evidence.
You didn't get mine, did you?
No, I got what? Someone else's.
But the person who did informed me of what it said.
This is objection hearsay. Objection hearsay. With his weapons in hand, Desmond God's the only one he trusts.
The writing style seems to match. I think it's legit.
That's more than a little suspicious, don't you think? Leaving a bunch of weapons unguarded during a killing game?
Don't judge me. This is the first time I'm hearing of it too.
You didn't know there were weapons in your room?
Yep. No idea.
Yeah, he's used to having guns in his room. They don't even register as weapons to him anymore. They're just like like plushes.
Particularly subtle in their theming. Are we supposed to believe yours is any different?
It is themed. I'm not denying that. But I sure as hell didn't catch sight of any weapons. If I did, do you seriously think I'd leave them unguarded and risk being found out?
And also leave them at the crime scene. Why the fuck did they leave them at the crime scene?
Cares too much about everyone.
Correct. Unlike you, Diana, who wants everyone to die.
The broken doorknobs and gave us the idea to bunk together. Why would he hide weapons in his room?
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent and found the taser gun hidden inside. There's no other way to explain it.
So while Desmond gets a bunch of guns, all I get is an old game console and a dead controller.
Take the bad with the good, dearest pupil. No one fears game consoles.
Stop trying to get you some dick. I hate to get that fucking little whore squiggle out of here.
Well, no one besides parents and the religiously inclined.
Enough talking about consoles. Why are you guys believing Desmond so easily?
Grace, stop it, Grace. It's obviously not Desmond.
If the taser gun belongs to him, then he's the killer. Any argument he makes against it is just a flimsy excuse.
Whoa. Jesus Christ. Here we go. What do I get this time? Bloodspots, blackout, taser gun, Toshiko's fetch quest, Grace anatomy. Okay, I want to reread Grace's testimony real quick. Wolfgang was going to attend the tournament with Grace, but had it cancelled this morning after waking up with a sore stomach. He encouraged Grace to attend the tournament with Jean instead. Okay. Taser gun, blah, blah, blah. Toshiko's fetch quest. Okay.
The taser gun came from his room.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with.
Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
But if this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think a killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
I was with Desmond.
Is that true?
I call it reverse psychology. You sprinkle in a little helpfulness, and suddenly everyone trusts you.
When the murder happened.
I love everyone just talking over her. It's so good. Like, no one gives a shit. I physically have to go out there and be like, hey guys, she is like proving him. I have to find a reason to listen to her. I can't just say, hey guys, yeah, this is like someone is giving a testimony firsthand.
When I compare, is Desmond innocent? When I compare the evidence to everyone's statements.
Okay, hold on. How do I know that that's true? Do I have something that says that that's true? Do I have a piece of evidence that proves Desmond was with Eloise? Is that her name? Eloise? I don't. I simply don't. I simply do not. I simply do not. Can I not just say yep? Yep, that's right. Okay. Blackout, taser gun, blackout. Maybe? Blackout? 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 Is it blackout? Is it in blackout? Same goes for Eloise, so everyone in the courtyard with Desmond. Okay, that's it. Oh. Oh shit, do I have time? Go, 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 go. Come on, quick, come on. Guys, shut up. Eloise was literally with him. Yes, that's right!
Guys, I'm usually all for telling Eloise to shut the fuck up, but she's kind of giving a testimony.
Knew about the gun. He definitely wasn't involved in the murder.
I think he's going to take the credit for this now.
Eloise can back me up on this.
I know she wasn't going to say anything without me pulling it. I was literally speaking. Eloise, would you like to say something? No.
Right. Desmond and I, we were together in the courtyard at the time of Wolfgang's death.
How are you a fencer?
I see. then both of you can be ruled out as suspects.
I'm gonna fence you to fucking North Korean slavers on the black market.
She could be covering for Desmond.
Jeez, if you have a bone to pick with these guys, at least save it for when we're not solving a murder.
Yeah. Why don't you want to believe Eloise?
Ever since the investigation, these two yuppies have been on my case non-stop. They're obviously working together.
Not gonna lie, I see where Grace is coming from.
Why did he say it like that? Why did he say it like someone who steals TikToks? Not gonna lie, I see where Grace is coming from. Like his face in the corner, the way there's a fucking like popular TikTok playing, stolen for his thing with like 3 million views versus the original getting like 3,000.
When Eloise tried to single her out earlier, Desmond was pretty quick to jump in and agree.
Even so, since the topic has been brought up, I would like to mention something. During my trip to the pharmacy, I believe I saw Desmond and Eloise in the courtyard together.
You also said you were back in the hallways around 8-10 a.m., didn't you? That means those two were wandering around unsupervised. Either one of them could have left the courtyard.
If Desmond was the killer, what would Eloise gain from defending him? Should the wrong vote be cast, nothing about the rules suggests an accomplice of the killer would be exempt from execution.
Oh, well in that case, no, Desmond absolutely did do it. What? I thought I was gonna get away with it.
And even if she was exempt, Eloise is too nice to be an accomplice to murder.
Objection, hearsay.
Grace, I realize Desmond's irked you, but that's no reason to keep steering everyone down a dead end.
I know it's not hearsay, it's the only one I know. Let's move on. Whoa, armpit shot, armpit shot?
A person who's always steering others down a dead end, huh? I guess they needed a GPS.
Desmond, can you stick one of your arrows through her eyeball, please?
Anyway, we should totally thank Desmond for clearing things up now. Not only do we know he's not the killer, now we know how the killer got their hands on the taser.
Now we know how... What?
Someone must have gotten the idea.
How'd you guys figure out that I did it?
Because of my talent, and found the taser gun hidden inside.
Yup, that is word for word what Desmond said.
Right. Good memory.
Thanks, I got a PS2 memory card. The word baby was not there, Cassidy. The word baby was not there, Cassidy's voice actress. I respect it, but it was not there.
Again. But I just said it.
It's a non-stop debate, for real.
Yeah, but I want you to say it again.
Alright.
I like your Desmond impersonation. It's funny. It made me laugh.
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent and found the taser gun hidden inside.
She like bursts in the middle. No, that's wrong!
Is there
One more time.
If Desmond's testimony is anything to go by, then wouldn't this mean the culprit has to be male?
What?
Oh, they found you out, Mark.
If I remember correctly, all the guys were aware of each other's pairings. With that sort of knowledge, a male student could try and infiltrate another male student's dorm.
Eva, it was you.
None of us knew which room we'd be bunking in.
It only takes a quick peek to check if someone's inside or not. Anyone could have done that.
And who's to say the thief didn't barge in before we started bunking?
Or while people were having breakfast.
Seems there was a mountain of opportunities for our culprit to sneak in unnoticed. Doesn't exactly help us narrow things down.
Sorry for interrupting you, John.
Well, guess this taser gun was a bust.
Oh my god, my two top suspects are standing next to each other.
Look on the bright side. If it's been fired, then it's probably what electrocuted Wolfie.
That's the bright side.
If trying to suss out who stole it isn't feasible, why don't we talk about Wolfie's other injuries instead?
Why are you saying that like we're going to go down a trip down memory lane?
You know, the ones that weren't burn marks? Those seem like they could lead us somewhere.
None of those exist.
Yeah.
You're making shit up.
On his hands,
Oh, never mind, sorry. My bad. I said corrected.
A bruise and a tiny dot, huh? Want to try tackling them in alphabetical order?
Yeah, which one comes first? That gives me like the eyes closed.
Alphabetical order? Now, aren't you full of smart ideas?
No need to thank me. It's only common sense.
Get killed, please.
Okay, let's discuss
Okay.
the first.
Oh boy.